Hey, I'm going to do a quick video about diaper changing on the go. So, I have a daughter who's severely handicapped. She has a rare genetic disorder, and she's in a wheelchair, and so we have a handicap accessible van. She cannot hold her head up, she cannot sit up, she cannot stand, and so she needs full body support. And so when she's not in her wheelchair, we need to have different ways of being able to support her. So like a lot of families who have handicapped kids, you realize very quickly that not many places have the support to be able to diaper change your child. So unless you're going to like a doctor's appointment where there's already an existing table that they're putting your child on to be examined, and then you can do your diaper change there. Otherwise, there's really not any places you can go. There's baby changing stations, a lot of places, but those only work for a small child. And my daughter's 6, and she cannot fit on those changing stations. So one of the key things in us getting a handicap van was getting one big enough that we could safely and privately do diaper changes. That was the other big concern for us, is she's getting older and she needs to have privacy to be changed. And again, there aren't any places out there. It's very few that have a full-size changing table, and that the full-size changing table is in its own restroom area where there's privacy. So like when you go to the children's hospital, they will have a separate handicapped bathroom with a full-size adult changing station that comes down. So that provides the safety as well as the privacy. But again, we don't really find that anywhere except for medical facilities, typically. So we have to be ready to do it when we're on the go. And so we have figured out our own little hack for doing this. So first of all, it was getting a van that was large enough to be able to have our daughter in a laying down position to be able to be diaper changed. And I researched a lot of different options for what to use in the van, and I just came up with a camping cot. We found a really great camping cot, and it's the REI brand camping cot. It's not necessarily very cheap, however, it's durable, and it seems like it will last us a really long time, and it's very strong and supportive, and it's not a huge pain to put together. Some of the lightweight cots that were cheaper, I was reading reviews that they break a lot, they're not very strong, and then they're a huge pain to put together. And so when you need a diaper change, you need something that you can quickly pull out, set up, and then put away. And I didn't want to be putting together like a tent. So this is what we worked out. So when we need to diaper change our daughter, we will move her wheelchair over to the side, and we will spread out this camping cot, and I'm going to show you how it works. So let me turn my light back on. So we like to put this camping cot right down the middle of our van, and this cot just has really not many steps to it. I'm going to start with it like this, and then I'll show you how it folds up completely. But for the most part, it's almost all folded up. So there's these cranks on both sides over here, and that is what allows me to open it up. We specifically needed a cot that had the ability to recline and incline, because to lay our daughter completely flat on a flat cot causes her to have reflux, and then that can cause vomiting. And so we needed some ability to be able to incline her headrest so that she's not perfectly flat. So again, this is the only cot that I could find that was strong and durable and able to also provide an incline. So we just pull this one up. This is her headpiece, and because it's got 2 turn knobs, they have like teeth in them. So when you loosen them, they come out, and then you can shift it to whatever angle you want. And then as you screw it back in, the teeth go back together. So it allows you to pick whatever range you want. We typically go right about here. So I'm just screwing in the teeth and the knobs, and those go completely together, and it grips really strong. So I'm not concerned at all that this is going to drop on her. And these crank in really, really tight. So this is the head part, and then the foot part is the easiest part. All you do is just flip it down. So This allows us to lay out our daughter. We will typically then take a disposable mat that we have in the trunk, and we will just lay these out and allow her to use the restroom and give her privacy in here. We can go sit in the front of the van and she's safe. She can't roll off of this. There's some nice edging and padding, so we know that she's not gonna fall or roll, but she can lay out, she can use the restroom, we can diaper change her easily, and then get ready to put her back in her chair. So then we just fold this up, and this is the REI Co-op brand cot. So you just fold the foot back up, and sometimes we'll leave it even like this if we don't have any of our other kids or a bunch of kids riding with us, or our kids have plenty of room, then we can leave it actually like this, ready to go, and all we have to do is flip it down. So then we're just going to come up here, unscrew the head part, and again, this can go all the way flat and down, but we usually keep it inclined. And then to pack it up, I just push this down as hard as I can while I crank these in, because when you crank them in, that will keep the cot from opening back up. So I'm just going to crank this so it's nice and tight. So now I know this part's not going to move at all when I'm moving around. So if I want to pack it out, I'm just going to lift it up. It is not that heavy. I put it on its side, and the legs are super easy. You just fold them in and move the foot pedal to flat so it stores. This one goes in, foot pedal goes flat. I'm going to turn my light back on my car. So you can see it's got these foot pedals that can adjust to whatever terrain you kind of have. So if you're on not necessarily the most level spots, this can adjust to make it level. But it folds up really nice. It's not going to come apart at all because it's all cranked down. But it's super easy to carry around. So we also use this outside on our back porch when we want our daughter to hang out with us outside. We do like to go camping or outside to parks and stuff. And this is, again, something easy to be able to take out and have her not be in her wheelchair all the time, and be able to lay her down where she can look up at the trees and we can play with her and hang out with her, and she's comfortable and can kind of stretch out. So this is the REI cot, and we really like it. I hope that's helpful.